Hey guys, it's Beltbox here, and welcome back to another video of Beltmatic. Today, we are going to be continuing on our campaign that we've been doing for the last, This is the 5th episode now. Cumulative, I think, of like 2 or so hours. So we're going to load up our YouTube save here and just go. And here we are. We need to get 320s. We need 2,320s. We are on level 14 and we're about to lock Extraction 9. And looking at the bottom of the screen, I just remembered what we unlocked last time. The Subtractor. So, if you guys have been following the series along, we have the belt, we have the bridge, which was a huge milestone. Obviously, we had the Extractor, which I can't place down. And we had the addition, which was our first means of adding numbers together. Then we got multiplication, which was very important. It helped us get stuff a lot easier. Instead of just having to add 1 plus 1 plus 1, we could do 1 times 2 or 1 times 3 instead. So it was just a lot simpler. And then now we have unlocked the subtraction. So this is going to be interesting. It's actually kind of a weird, odd shape. Kind of cool. You can stack it weird, kind of like Tetris. However, so let's have a look around here because it's coming back to me. We built this last episode, which was it's a monstrosity. So we need 300s. So we need 30s. So we're making 60s here. You know what? That was the bane of my existence last time. We're never gonna need it again. So we need 3 times 10. Now, unfortunately, we don't have 10s. However, we do have 5 plus 5, so let's find some 5 plus 5s. I don't think there are any nearer to the base. Oh, there is one right here. So let's get a 5 plus 5 going underway. Unfortunately, we still have to do it that way to get the 10s. It's totally fine. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. So should we do vertical or horizontal? And I'm going to leave this part in the video, guys, so you guys can kind of get a feel for it if you're new. All the people who've watched my channel before and watched this series before know exactly what's coming. We do time lapses a lot, so you don't have to watch the boring stuff over and over and over again. And it just makes it for a lot more fun experience. So again, I'm going to do this first part so you guys kind of get the feel for the game. And if you are interested in purchasing this game, it is available on Steam. You can go ahead and check that out. Okay, I need to make sure I count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's start with 12, adding machines. And you guys know the rules, or know the drill. Each, every, 3 machines gets one per 1 conveyor. So, and I call each of these individual modules, I guess, a machine. So each every 3 machines, 1 conveyor handles every 3 machines is what I'm trying to say. Or every 3 modules, whatever you want to call it. And it's just pretty simple like that. And I do that to make sure that each set of machines or modules are getting the same amount of flow and the production is not being, we're not using more than we're producing. So it's much more efficient to do it that way. And actually, we might be able to do this entire whole machine, or this entire setup with just 1 extractor. Actually, we are going to be able to, since we had unlocked the 4 conveyor extractor. And it goes simple like this. Each conveyor handles 3 machines. There's 12 machines. So that means for 4 extractors, or 4 conveyors out of the extraction, should handle all 12, which is nice. Simplistic math, so we don't have to break my brain yet. However, that's probably coming in the future. Again, for any people who've watched my series before, you know how, well, I think you know how, yeah, my brain's already stopped braining just because I'm trying to talk and connect these together. Okay, there's our 10s right there. So now we need 3s. Something I didn't check is if there was a 3 nearby. There is one up here. It is going to make it a little bit messy. However, we're going to have to deal with it. So let's bring all the 10s. Let's do 2 different conveyors for the 10s so we can distribute them evenly. Okay. So now we need 3 times 10, which is pretty simple. So we're going to do 8 multiplication machines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of gap in between each one. I don't know why, I'm just gonna do it anyways because I want to. Okay, and I'm gonna have each conveyor satisfy 2. Again, that's just to make sure that we're being as efficient as possible. All our machines have maximum flow. Ooh, I almost did a build box mistake. I almost connected the 3s to both inputs of the multiplication machine. That would have been not good. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, I would have just fixed it, but not cool. I've done that way too many times already in this series to justify myself doing another, and I haven't gotten roasted yet in the comments for it, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. Okay, just like that, we now have our 30, so now we need to do 3 times 100, which is 10 times 10 to 100, and then times, or wait, no. 10 times 30. It's 10 times 30. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Oh, that's our 75s. I thought I had a 300. Oh no, I don't have. Where? Oh no, I was like, I'm looking for my 200s. No, I just deleted them all. All right, that's fine. We have, oh my gosh, we have so many 10s. I'm literally just gonna do a whole another row of multipliers right here just to make room for the 10s. I'm gonna offset it a little bit so I can run all these 30 conveyors straight down and straight into these multiplication machines or modules or whatever you want to call it. I actually kind of like the name of modules a lot better. It makes it simpler because I like to call these full setups machines as well, so I end up calling machines machines and machines machines. Yes, that's how build box logic works. Either way, we're gonna hook up all these. I guess I'm gonna call them modules now because I do kind of like that name and it's simpler. So again, we're calling each one of these like multiplication and stuff like that. Those are going to be called modules now, just for future clarification reasons. Okay, and now we are producing our 300. So now we just need 20s, and I'm already making 20s. However, they are a long way away from where we are now. See, they are all the way up here. I don't know if I want to bother doing that. I might just make more 20s. How's our 10s looking? You know what I can do actually is let's add 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for each conveyor. So what I'm gonna do is on each one of these conveyors, I'm gonna pull off another line. That is not what I meant to do. No, that's gonna get deleted. Yeah, I'm gonna pull off another conveyor or split the conveyors so that I can add a whole nother set. I think I have plenty of spare resources, or I'm producing way more than I'm using, so I think that'll be okay. And I'm gonna draw out these 4, and I'm gonna input these right. I'm gonna input 2 of these into there, and then these 2 are gonna go directly into this one up here. There, now we should be creating a little bit more. So now we're gonna need 10 plus 10, so I'm just gonna do a cheeky little adder right here. Let's do, gosh, what should I do? I'm gonna do 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and it's gonna be very simple. I'm just gonna run 2 conveyors off. So each one of these conveyors is gonna satisfy 4 whole modules, addition modules. It's very simple from there, folks, very simple. Again, I'm sorry if this beginning part's a little bit boring. I am going to speed up in just a little bit here so you guys don't have to watch it. However, again, like I said, I'm going to do the beginning part so you guys can see how the game works and all that and how it functions. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the game, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Even if you don't watch my channel every day, liking still helps promote my channel per the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm, not the I don't even know what I said. I'm going to stop talking. All right. Simple enough. So now, oh no, I just need to literally do addition machines all the way up. And oh shoot, I didn't think about this. Actually, I do have plenty of the 10s actually, so I am going to do 4 more. That brings me up to 12. I like that idea. I'm just going to run 1, 2, and then over to here. These are going to go connect to these other ones. Okay. There we go. Now these are all producing 20s. Now that should be enough for me to direct 6 into each. Because the adders do add faster and the multipliers will end up using the resources, if you're wondering why. Okay. And I'm just going to do a addition module for each one of these multipliers. And just like that, guys, it looks so much simpler than what I had before, making those 200s. Oh my gosh. And I didn't actually have to use any of the subtractors yet. However, I feel that is something we're going to be using in the future. So stay tuned. No, you don't get connected to there. That's for the other set of conveyors. There we go. Now they should be spread out, so now we should have no production issues at all. There we go. And then connect the 300s. This should create our 320s, folks. And we're going to get started on level 14. Then we're going to move on to level 15, guys. I know in the last few episodes we've been acquiring levels a lot slower, and that's mostly been because I've been leaving more of this in the videos so you guys could actually see. Why are we not adding? What is broken? Something's broken, something's not adding. Why are they not adding together? Oh, I had them backwards again. That is embarrassing. Did I have them backwards? I don't even remember now. I think I did. Yeah, because they weren't taking in any resources. That is hilarious. Okay, now we're making our 320s. There we go. So here's the thing. We are using our 10s. However, we are producing way more than enough. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're gonna do all right. Although I do see something now. I'm gonna have to delete this because I added those two on the bottoms and I didn't actually connect them to the top section. There we go. Also, no, now I just even messed up worse. I need to add this right here. Or this right here. I'm gonna stop and leave it here and connect this in. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with this anymore. I'm gonna leave it like that. It is what it is. So and our hub is right here, by the way. We don't have to do like a mega massive conveyor. We can just literally run it into right there and then up. And now we're gonna be working on level 14. We need 2K, 2,320s. When we unlock extraction level 9, and what that means is that instead of, you see over here, we can extract 8s, we'll be able to extract 9s, which will make it a lot easier if we're doing larger numbers. I just need to unlock extraction 10. That will be very important. Where's our 320s at? There they go. They're going. So, okay, let's have a look at our upgrade menu here. We are waiting on 332s. So I need 12 more. Okay, and we also need 336s. So after we complete this level, we'll have to start working towards some of these. So this 320s factory is here to stay. I also need more. I also need some 21s. I'm making 22s. Am I right? I am. So I could. Ooh, we get to use our subtractor. Tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna do. Let's see. Because these are also too wide. Let's get rid. Do I have enough 22s? I do have way more than enough 22s. Let's delete this right here. We'll reuse this conveyor. Now we're going to bring our 22s in here like this. And we're going to just minus 1. Minus 1. 22 minus 1. 21. That gives us exactly what we need without completely redesigning our entire factory. Which, given it's just 2s, I could probably, you know, fix that up, no problem. But I do want an excuse to use my new subtraction machines, which is exactly what we're doing here. Okay, and oh my gosh, this is so nice. So nice. I'm going to bring these up and it's going to satisfy, because there's 8 here, so it's going to satisfy. Or no, there's 10 here, so it's going to satisfy 5. And then this other conveyor is going to satisfy the other 5, like so. It is, I do like how they have a unique shape, like they're not all just like a big square. It does make for some very unique contraptions, I guess, to be made. And now we can pull these out. These should be our 21s. Oh my gosh, so beautiful to see everything coming today together and working as they should. Bill Box has not had a massive brain fart yet today. Let's hope he doesn't. All right, there's our 21s. And we are now using these new modules, like what I'm gonna call. So, okay, there we go. Now we're making our 21, so that should satisfy that upgrade. How are we doing on our 320s here? Ooh, we're not producing that many of them, actually. Why are we so slow? Where are our 20s? Is it because not enough 10s are getting to them? I think it is. Let's add another conveyor going off that direction. Why are you not going down? Actually, we may need to pull from farther down. Let's delete this. Yeah, let's pull from even farther down. I know I keep editing this, but I do want to make sure I'm using all these resources, that we're not wasting any. And let's send priority to... should we? No, we should probably send priority to these. However, down here, I think we're going to do the same. However, we're going to prioritize the other way. Okay, there we go. Because not all the numbers get switched over to this conveyor, only half of them. So I think that's good. I think that's dividing it evenly between the two. Alright, and that should increase our production a lot because now we're doubling the amount of machines we're using. However, why are there so many 5s here? Is it oh, because it's just right there. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. We are maxed out on capacity, which we can check our handy dandy thing here. We're only making 1.2 320s a second. That is not great. We're only delivering, that is 72 320s a minute, 78 or 4.3k an hour, and we need 2k, so it's going to take us half an hour at this rate to gain it. However, we are almost a quarter of the way there. I'm not going to worry about it because I do have some stuff I want to do in the background. We need to look at our upgrades here. We need 15s, or we are delivering 15s. 76s we're delivering. Obviously we can't do that. We do need 29s. Maybe we should go work on our 29s. Since now we can extract 9s, we literally just need 5, or what is that? 5 times 5 plus 4 we could do. So I'm going to go, let's find some more 5s. I'm using a lot of 5s. I don't really want to keep it so close to the spawn over here because we are kind of cluttering it up. There's not really any 5s like super close to each other like they were right there. That was a really good spawn. However, I did not use both these 5s, so I could run it right here. Huh. There's 2 5s right here. There's also right here. I think that's the closest together. Let's do this. So 5 times 5. And again, you guys are going to get a time lapse for this, so... Yep, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse here, and I'm just going to get to building, and I will cut out if I need to say something or if something happens. All right. Okay, and just like that, we are now producing 29s. They have not quite gotten here, however, look at that beauty. Moving along the track. Okay, that will be nice. And that did not take too long. We're now at pretty much 1k out of the 2k we need. That's okay. I think we're moving along at a steady rate, at least for how long it's taken me to record the video. For how long I've been recording the video, that seems reasonable. Alright, and the 29s, we only need 600 of those to upgrade our subtractor. So those will add or subtract faster. And then, where did our 21s go again? Oh, those are going into more belt level, which we only need 1.5k, and we are making, what are we doing a second of those? 2.0 a second, that's pretty good. Let's check on it, where is it, here? Getting all the resources it needs, it's just a little slow. So good thing we're working towards that update. Not the update, the upgrade. Once we get there, it's not showing currently. Why is it showing 3s? Am I importing 3s? Oh, I am still importing 3s. Why am I still importing? Do I need 3s for something? No, I do not. I don't. I don't know why I'm importing 3s. I don't need to be importing 3s. I can actually remove that and clean up some of the clutter here. I can actually redo this whole, all these belts right here as well. Since we don't have all this extra clutter sitting here, I can literally just import these straight in and make it look a lot neater. All right, that's good. That's good. I like that idea. Look at that, and now it looks cleaner. We cleaned up the hub just a little bit, and we are producing right now 3.0 in 29s. We have maxed out our conveyor belt, I believe, because it says here, yes, 3 a second is our maximum. When we go up to 4 a second, though, we will start to see our supply start to drop a little bit because we'll be moving them so fast. I actually need to fix that right there. Yeah, so it'll put a lot more strain on these machines and these addition machines and all that. However, we are not maxing out yet, so all this stuff is going to start maxing out really easy. However, what are we looking like? How long till that becomes a thing? Not long, only 500 more. And then for the extractor, or for the subtractor, not the extractor, the subtractor, we are going to be getting pretty close as well. Do I need ones for anything? I do need ones for the belt upgrades. However, I have quite a bit. We'll see after what happens here. I do need 16s. I thought I was making 16s. Was I not? I was. I remember I was just adding 2s right here. What are we looking like on 14s? We have way more than enough 14s for right now. I'm going to quickly reinstate those 16s back in so that we can start working towards getting some more of these other upgrades around. Just passively, because it does take quite a while, especially with the machine this slow. This is literally still using old technology at this point. It's all addition is what this machine's using. I could literally do 4 times 6 and get 16s, so, or 18s is 4 times, wait no, 4 times 6 is 24. All right, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I had to walk away for a few minutes, so I completely forgot what I was just talking about. We're gonna move on though, because we should be getting close. I did pause the game. There is a neat pause feature in the game that just freezes the game whenever you press space. Not freezes it, but pauses it, so all the numbers start moving. So I was able to do that. However, I did have to leave it run for a few minutes, so we are getting up there on our 1.4K. We only need 600 more. However, we are ready for the subtractor upgrade, and we are getting close to the belt level upgrade. So let's get the subtractor upgrade here. They should now be subtracting faster. Let's go visit our thing up here. Oh yeah, I'd say noticeably faster. From what I looked at before, off camera, when I was watching it to make sure everything was working, it is definitely moving way faster. That is awesome. And we can now get our next upgrade. Okay, we gotta get close to a belt for this. So watch the belts, people. Watch their speed. Boop. Oh yeah, definite speed increase. Let's go check some of our factories. I'm sure we're maxing out production. So before we were using to about here, and we weren't using anything after that, it looks like we're starting to pool from all the way up here. That's good. That's good. That's nice. So that's a 50% increase. So that's pretty good. Or that's a 25% increase to what we were at. Or 33.333333333% increase if you are math nerds and you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we are nearing level 15, guys. We're going to have to end it at level 15 because I am getting high on time, I think, a little bit. However, there is still some stuff I want to do because I do want to build a little bit more. We need, oh my gosh, we need so many 300s. We're really going to have to work on a big 300s factory. 454 as well for extractor level is not very fun. That's going to be very interesting. And then I think as far as everything else, we're producing everything at a very reasonable rate. Multiplier, 15s. I mean, we're making all of this. We're literally making everything except for the super large numbers, like the 270s. Which I really don't want to deal with making, but unfortunately I'm going to have to. I hope we get 10 soon. However, I don't think that's going to be a thing. Okay. Let's work on... Gosh, I don't even know what to work on. You know what? This has just been trouble. Let's wait till I get the number of 16s I need for extractor level 4, then I'm going to delete that whole factory. And I'm going to redo it. That's probably going to be in the next episode though, guys. Again, we are working towards this. I know I just been talking instead of actually doing anything, but I'm trying to get that settled. How are we doing in 75s and 76s? Oh my gosh, we're good. We are good on 75s. You know what I could do is I could do 75 plus 75. That equals what, 150? And then I could do 150 plus 150 is 300. Or I could do 75 times 4. 75 times 4 will be 300. And then I'll just need to add, what was it, like 300 or like 36? Let's check the upgrades. 32. Shoot, peoples, we can probably do this easy. You know what? There's a 3 right there too. Okay, let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Let's get rid of all this. I don't want any more going into the hub. I'm going to get rid of these 76s too because I'm going to move them like this to re-put in our numbers in the place where they belong. Alright, and I'm going to bring down the 75s, and they're just all going to get divided amongst this. I'm just going to do one conveyor. I'm not going to worry about subdividing the perfect amount, because now that we have such a high conveyor speed and we're transporting so many resources so fast, I think we're able to handle 12. One conveyor handling 12 modules at once. I think it's perfectly fine. Honestly, I do. We're gonna test it though, and I'm just gonna run literally 3 conveyor into all this, and I want to see how it's gonna work. And just like that, I saw that flash on my screen. Okay, let's just continue to connect these. I saw the flash on my screen. We're gonna go check in a second. However, no, BuildBox is making mistakes. BuildBox just had a brain fart. I was talking smack about how BuildBox was not having brain farts. I need to do times. BuildBox times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Now it's right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is going to be 12. However, I do need to bridge over for the 3s, so I'm going to do that right here, right now. And then that should be creating the 300s? We'll have to come back next time and finish working on the factory. Or no, I guess I can. I'm just trying to balance time here because I've been taking up quite a bit of you guys' time already. I don't want to just waste your time. So that's why I keep the videos at... Why are we making 225s? Oh my gosh, it's supposed to be 4. However, actually... Hold on. Hold the phone. Alright, I'm not going to expose it this time. I know what we're going to do next time. You'll just have to wait and see for what my great idea for what I have here. Actually, this is going to work out perfectly for something we have to do. Again, though, we have gotten to level 15 now. Why do we not unlock level 10 extraction? Why is it just jump to level 11? Why not 10? That is so cruel. That is so cruel, people. That is so cruel. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Also, you can join my Discord community. All right. Rip.